Good evening, Uganda, and a very warm welcome to Chilling. We are going to have an incredible show for you. Now we're turning things around. We have to cook, we have to work out, and today it's all about cooking and celebrating food. Now we have an incredible show for you. I have a legend in the house. He's a former politician. You're going to love to meet this guy. But before, we have to whoop up some of the meals that welcome you to the crack of dawn, and that's none other than the omelette. And I'm going to be helped with some incredible chef, our chef of the day. We have James here for you guys to fix a meal for you. So James, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
So this is your kitchen. This is where the magic happens.
Welcome to my kitchen.
So today, what are we preparing?
We're gonna do a classic and versatile French omelet.
Okay.
Yeah. And,
so pass me through the ingredients.
Sure.
What should
definitely? These are the components
Okay.
on the build-up of an omelet. Chopped onions. These are chopped. This is chopped mozzarella.
Okay.
Green pepper or red pepper.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, tomatoes, olive oil, and the main ingredients are the eggs.
Why olive oil? Why
Olive
not
oil,
any other
that's
type of oil?
That's a good one. Olive oil is cholesterol-free.
Okay.
And it's friendly to the heart.
Okay.
So I'll advise viewers.
What about the oil that's made from sunflower?
Sunflower is also, but the best is olive oil. It's quite virgin, pure virgin.
Okay, now we have mushrooms. So a French omelette has to be with mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms. Mushrooms is a must.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we get started?
Sure.
Let's heat up this omelette.
Very good.
So the very first step.
The first step is you heat up your skillet or a frying pan.
Okay.
Make sure it's hot but not very hot.
It really looks hot.
Yeah. So a swirl of olive oil.
Okay.
Not too much.
Very little.
Very little.
Heat butter in 6 to 8 inch non-stick omelette pan or skillet over medium-high heat until hot.
It's not supposed to be very hot. It's supposed to be moderate. Huh?
Okay, because you don't want to burn it.
Yeah, you don't want to burn it. Neither do you want it to come out fluffy. It's supposed to be crispy and brown on the outside.
Okay. Tilt pan to coat bottom. You mentioned that an omelette usually it's a breakfast meal.
Yes.
Does that apply to every time it's served?
Yeah.
Breakfast?
It can be breakfast. It can be an all-day favorite as a snack. It's something quick if you don't want something filling.
Okay.
You can try an omelette. It's all-day favorite.
Okay, now we have our pan ready with.
So what you do? You cook up the ingredient first.
Okay.
Yeah, all the ingredients together.
Okay.
Just to make sure that you get the flavor out of it.
Okay. That's a new one.
Sure. Cook up the ingredients.
So you first cook up the ingredients.
Yeah, put the ingredients together.
Why do you need to cook up the ingredients?
You need to get the flavor. You need to marry them together. You understand? You need to get all the flavor from the ingredients. You know, most of the chefs opt to do an omelette, then just fold in the raw vegetables.
Oh, it's really hot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So you need to cook it up nicely.
Even put up a flame.
Yeah. Little salt and pepper.
So James.
Seasoning.
So James,
Yes.
when did you start cooking? Are you a self-taught chef or you went to
I went to college.
You went to
I went to college for 4 years. And then I started up now I'm like 14, 15 years in the industry.
Okay.
So a little bit more olive oil.
So the onions were not so much heated up.
Yes.
You didn't cook them for so long.
Yes. You need to have that crunchy, yeah?
Okay,
The crunchy bite with vegetables.
Okay, and the scent pops up still when you do that?
Yeah.
The scent pop up?
Yeah.
Okay, now we have.
So we're doing the
our
omelette.
egg getting on the pan.
Yeah.
Pour in egg mixture. Mixture should set immediately at edges. Gently push cooked portions from edges toward the center with inverted turner. Okay.
It's advisable to use a non-stick frying pan. Non-stick simply means does not stick at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. A non-stick frying pan or a heavy skillet.
It needs to have its shape.
Yeah,
right.
It needs to have its shape. So continue cooking until it releases.
So what's the difference between these omelettes? I know of a scrambled and I know of a poached.
Yeah,
how is the making so different?
The difference is all about the cooking methods.
Okay.
When you talk about an omelette, you're supposed to fry it.
You're showing off now.
Yes. You're supposed to fry it. A scramble is just cooking with milk and butter.
With a quick flip of the wrist, turn pan and invert or slide omelette into plate. Omelette pans are shallow and have sloped sides. designed for ease of moving of the omelette mixture during cooking and for sliding the finishing omelette
When you're
out.
flipping up, you better be very careful
So
not
at
to
this
burn the
level,
guest.
you're applying tomatoes and onions,
Yes.
which were heated on before.
Yes, you put them in the middle.
Why exactly? Why do you have to apply
Because
them?
we need
Why
to-
don't you circulate them?
No, we need to fold it up.
Okay.
Okay? So you put your cheese.
Ooh.
Now,
Looks yummy. When top surface of eggs is thickened and no visible liquid egg remains, place filling on one side of the omelette. Fold omelette in half with turner. With a quick flip of the wrist, turn pan and invert or slide omelette onto plate. French omelettes are best cooked one at a time and served immediately.
you're done.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do? We'll have to
Did you apply a pinch of salt?
Yeah, I had some salt in it, definitely. I had some salt in it.
Because it's very important not to forget salt.
Yeah, salt. So I'll have my... It's advisable to serve it on a bed of toast.
Toast.
Yeah, rather than just putting direct on the plate.
Okay.
Over there, you have your microgreens, assorted lettuce
Greens.
for garnish.
Yeah. It has to look healthy.
Yeah. And over here we have a green tomato,
Okay.
probably some small swirl of olive oil on top.
That's for what?
It's just to make sure that it's a little bit shiny on top. And also olive oil is full of flavor
Okay.
as well. So our final omelette is there, and you're advisable to try it out.
All right.
You can try it out.
It's already looks yummy, and
it's done.
I can't wait to dive in. I hope my guests will like that. So
Thank you.
we are gonna take a little break, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and interact with Chef James here. I want to find out about his life growing up, if cooking was his passion or inspiration, where he got the inspiration from. So we take a minute and we'll be right back. Our omelette is ready. I hope my guest likes it when he comes.
Sure.
Still to come on Chilling.
I'm ready to let the cat out of the bag. My guest is already in the building. BMK Cafe has been buzzing. Our guest tonight is a deep-voiced, eloquent former politician. I would like to describe him as the fountain of knowledge, because this gentleman always fascinates me. He's already in the building, and I'm very excited to introduce to you the incredible Mr. Captain BABU Francis Edward. Did I say all your names?
Yes, Edward Francis, yes.
Edward Francis.
Yeah.
So, Babu, your name has a fascinating story behind it. Can you tell me about your name, Babu?
Yeah, you know, having come from a mixed background where you have different races, my grandfather on my mother's side, when I was born, he said, this one looks like Babu, meaning the people who run our shopping area called Kamengo. And he said that he looks like one of those baboons. So that became virtually my name. Wow. Although my name, my father's name was much more European. This became my name. Everybody knew me as Babu. Even in school, I wrote that. All my certificates have got that name, and today, so it's my name. I make that name. The name doesn't make me.
So it's stick
Yes.
up to now.
Yes. It's
Okay.
my name. It's a family name now.
Yeah,
Even
right.
my kids are known by that name.
Is it on your travel documents?
Everything.
Passport?
Everything. Every certificates, travel documents.
Okay.
My children also have adopted it, so it's fine.
Okay.
I don't think it's the name that matters, it's the person who makes the name.
Chef James made for us.
Yes.
Made for you an omelette.
Yes, yes.
And it will make so injustice.
Okay,
if
I'll
you
do.
Didn't dive
Yeah.
in. So
Yes, yes.
I want you to have a taste.
Yes, yes, we'll
and
see.
put a stamp on it.
Yeah, she has overcooked it, but it's all right. Uh-huh.
James is James Interere from Kenya. He's a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she has put some olive oil. It says it's cholesterol free, so that's good for your health. And just put some veggies here that to boost up your health and all that. So, what will anybody be surprised to know about you that they don't actually know?
A lot of people have been given fake information about people. There's a lot of fake news. People come out, they have their total disrespect of others. You see, I meet you because you've put on a red jacket, and I start describing you. I judge you by the cover of the book.
Yeah.
People don't sit down to find out. It was one time a friend of mine came to me, one of these new friends, and said, I met your schoolmate. They say you're a very hard nut to crack. Right from school days, you're a very... I said, now that is more or less close to what he was trying to tell you, because the impression you people have of people is totally wrong.
So they need time to first study and learn somebody before they get a misconception.
And respect other people. You don't just go on describing everybody the way you feel like. One person recently was insulting me on a television. I met him, I said, but really, your source of information is poor.
Okay.
I wish you had better source of information.
Okay, so we are going to play a little game, just as a refresher. This is when I get to ask you, would you rather? You're going to choose between the two. I'm going to ask you 2 items, you choose one. And be keen at this. So, a boy or a girl, would you rather? A boy or a girl?
Rather what?
Would you rather have a boy or a girl? Because I know you're a parent.
It's a very difficult question.
You have both a boy and a girl. But would you rather have?
No, I can never choose between the two, unfortunately.
Why?
Because they're both nice.
Yes.
They both have their. You'll be very surprised. A boy can be very good. A girl. It's very difficult to choose.
I've researched about you, and I've seen you have so much love for Francis. Is it Francis Jr.?
He's the youngest. It's just that he's still around. But we have my son, the eldest, is also there.
And he's working with us. So
Yeah. But no. I think that is it's because this one is younger. When they are younger, you sort of stay with them.
You give them that
when somebody is over 21, you cannot treat them
cuddle
like
them.
No.
They feel embarrassed.
No, I think all children are important.
Okay.
All, and by the way, this is a mistake that I'm beginning to get very annoyed because there's a lot of fake news out there. A lot of hoax. We, the elder, our most important investment is in our children. So anybody who talks about youth and elders, separating them, is making a very big mistake. This is it's a string that goes. It's so important that you don't play around with it. And you don't create a difference between elders and younger people. When somebody has done something wrong, whether young, whether old, whether middle, that is something wrong.
Okay.
You don't use that one to create a division. There's nothing which we are doing.
But
there's nothing that I'm doing. That's not for my
media
children.
houses are so naive. They want to create opportunities out of things that don't really matter. So
no, I say I'm beginning to wonder whether Trump is not right. Media thrives on false information.
We are going to have that conversation.
Yeah,
we are going to dig more into.
No, because you brought the children,
yes.
And to me the most valuable, most important thing is the relationship between the parents and their children.
Yes.
And the bond is supposed to be strong. In fact, I think it is human rights if you interfere in my relationship with my children.
Absolutely. So let me ask you another one. Breakfast or lunch, which is the most important you would rather? Would you rather take breakfast or wait for lunch?
No, I'd rather have lunch.
You would rather have lunch. Incredible. A trip to Paris or Bahamas?
They both have their values. Paris has got some extra thing, but Bahamas has got something different.
Have you been to Paris?
Yeah, Paris.
Yes.
I've been to Paris many times. I've been to Bahamas once.
Okay.
But I think Paris is, it depends on what sort of holiday you want, but it depends also on the age. Younger people would rather go to Paris.
But I think they would go to Bahamas.
No.
To the beach.
Paris has got more facilities for younger people than Bahamas. Elder people prefer resting in a place like Bahamas.
Okay. The second last one. Jose Chameleone or Bobby Wine? These are prominent Ugandan artists.
For me, all artists are important. Each one has got a value.
You have to choose
No,
one.
you can't. No. Those are the things I want you people to stop.
You can't.
I like
you can't
music.
have it
For
all.
example, no. I like music. Bob Wine has got some very good music, and Jose Chameleone has got some good music. For example, like Yuda, like
Yuda,
you know, like that one. That's a very good song. This guy has got some beautiful song, Bob Wine. So how do I separate good music? Me, I like music. I like music. Therefore, I cannot pit one against the other.
Okay.
For example, I listen to cross sections of music. I like jazz. I like classic. I like pop. I like different types of local music.
Jazz, we rarely have that in Uganda.
No. Jazz is
Pop,
Oh.
I don't think we don't even have that genre.
no. We have. It's just that you don't listen to music.
Soul.
For instance, today we have you know that we have a jazz channel now in Uganda. 10.6, 106.1.
Yes, yeah, it's there.
It's a jazz music. Then we have country western.
Okay.
Then we have local music. We have Congolese music. We have music from Cameroon. So when you tell me to separate and segregate music, it means you don't know music.
Okay, the very last one.
By the
Television.
way, those stars of ours are very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Even the girls. You've only mentioned two. Should mention a string of Ugandan artists. Yes,
Irene Ntale,
they are very good.
Binka, yeah.
In fact, I think they don't even give them enough justice.
Okay.
Yes, we should sell our performing artists. We should sell them. And I want you and many others who are watching us not to segregate musicians, not to start politics in music. Music is something that we should cultivate and enjoy. Yes. So, for you to ask me who I prefer, tell me which music do I prefer. Bring a record and another record, say, what, you compare the two, then I'll tell you, no, I like that one because it's got this in it.
I think I would sink in your taste of music because your music has jazz and now I know nothing about jazz.
Oh, then you don't know music.
Okay, then television or radio? Which one would you prefer? If you had a free time to hang out and then you had the TV to choose or television?
It depends where we are. At home, when I'm sitting in a chair, the television comes to mind. I'm in a car, a radio comes to mind. I'm in a village somewhere on my farm, the radio comes to mind.
Which kind of programs are you so much interested in?
Oh, there are many.
television?
I actually, television, I like drama, good drama. I enjoy comedy. I enjoy
local content or
both.
all?
For example, I like the Nigerian performing artists. They are doing very well. I like the Indian performing artists.
Yeah.
They do very well. I compare the European. So I compare the different Bollywood, Nollywood. I compare the American. I'm a free soul when it comes to the entertainment.
Okay. And then radio.
Radio I enjoy all sorts of. I also enjoy talk shows.
I'm a great fan of your radio station, Metro FM.
Oh, thank you.
I have a friend who works on it.
Oh, okay.
Sebanga.
Oh,
Sebanga.
he's good. He's a good comedian, very good.
So with radio, you're saying you enjoy?
I enjoy. Some of them have got very nice music. I enjoy talk shows, especially when they are educative. What I don't like is these cheap talk shows. I like people who bring content that makes me, learn something new.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't like this half-baked insulting people now. Once you insult people, I close your channel.
All right.
Yeah, I like people who actually can bring something that is educative.
Okay. So Captain Babu, we are going to take a major break and then we are going to meet on the other part somewhere else. So I will let you finish your omelette. So we are going to take a major break and we are going to return next week with another more serious conversation. And this time we're talking about the climate of our media. You know, how our media is standing, because this is the gentleman that has all the information. I want to find out about his life, the life that span that he spent when he was a captain. Because there are also interesting stories to share about that. I'll also talk a little bit to do with youth and unemployment. So you have a very nice opportunity to tune in. We are going to return next week, so I'm going to leave you with my workout segment, because as a presenter, you're always required to look stylish and always look fit at the same time. So these are necessities of an accommodable presenter. So enjoy the workout session, and then keep on following our social media outlets. That's Chilling UBC TV. And also, how can they follow you on social media? Do you have a Twitter account?
I have a Twitter. I have. I'm on Facebook. I'm also on other social media groups.
Okay, so what's your Twitter handle?
It's at BABU Edward.
Okay, and Facebook, the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you can also follow our guest on Twitter. We return next week with another incredible segment. So see you and catch you next week. Now, I can already feel my heart pumping and the adrenaline because I'm already excited. And today we're introducing a new workout segment. Now, we're not only about having conversation, but we're going to be getting the best food. I'm going to be giving you some workout tips and also some dietary tips. We are starting with basic workouts. Now, some of these basic workouts, you're not going to be requiring any machine or any equipment. Now, I know most of you could be excited to get onto these machines, but before we do that, we have to first do some warm-up techniques or warm-up fitness techniques. And the first on the list, we're going to start with the squat. Now, if you're like most people, you will be wondering why warm-up exercises are important to do before a workout. I'll be resting this dynamic microphone down and showing you some of this. And in the description, you will read some of the description at the end of it or at the side of it. So be enjoying these workouts and look ahead of getting fit and getting your body goals right. So let's start with some squats, and then, we shall take it on from there. Then we go to the crunches. But first, let's do the squats. So this is how it happens. Love them or hate them, squats are one of the most effective exercises you can do. Stand with your head facing forward and your chest held up and out. Place your feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider. Extend your hands straight out in front of you to help you keep your balance. Sit back and down like you're sitting into an imaginary chair. Keep your head facing forward as your body bends forward a bit. Lower down so your thighs are parallel to the floor as possible. With your knees over your ankles, press your weight back into your heels. Keep your body tight and push through your heels to bring yourself back to the starting position. Start with 3 sets of 10 squats and then add more reps, 12 to 15, as you get used to the motion. It's definitely awkward at first, so don't expect to master the squat right away. Focus on your form and then worry about adding reps. So now we're done with the squats. We're going to the crunches. Now these crunches have more to do with the abs. All right, it's quite a simple exercise. Let me show you. The basic crunch is the consummate abdominal exercise in a strength training program. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Place your hands behind your head so your thumbs are behind your ears. Don't lace your fingers together. Hold your elbows out to the sides but rounded slightly in. Tilt your chin slightly, leaving a few inches of space between your chin and your chest. Gently pull your abdominals inward. Alright, now we are done with the crunches. Now we are going to the push-ups. This everybody knows. Alright, so I'm going to show you 2 versions. Push-ups for the ones who are already fit or the ones who are used of these workouts, and a push-up for a beginner. Alright, so we start with the ones for the professionals.
During the times when we were in school, we had what they called career books. They used to bring to school, and they bring, people would come and talk about career development and so on and so forth. And we all looked at the different career